Well, hello again, YouTube. So this is, I think if my math is right, this will be the third video in 3 days. We're gonna do this one as a little walk around video for the new owner. It's Clint from C Squared out in Colorado. And I've got one more video we'll do after this one because I have the log lift bags with the hickory and the cherry that we did yesterday. I've got to load those and deliver them, but while it's still daylight out, I want to do a walk around video on this for Clint. Even though we're meeting up tomorrow morning, still want to put one in the books just as a general walk around for anybody that picks stuff up here at the wood yard. So I normally don't get too attached to things as I sell them because they're here to be sold, but I am telling you right now, I have serious buyer's remorse on this one. I am going to miss this trailer. It has been such an asset for what we have going on. It's like if my toolcat is my right hand, then this trailer is my left hand. Because when the toolcat was down from the whole fuel tank episode for when we were getting ready to go to Boonville, and I was out of that for like 2 weeks, having this gone out of my access is really going to mess up a couple of things. That's why I've been going so hard and heavy the last few days with trying to get things done that I need to get done, where this trailer is such an asset to have. So we went over to Darren's and grabbed the hickory sticks over there, brought them back. We loaded the live deck, processed that stuff through, and then, like I said, the next video will deliver the log lift bags with the hickory and the cherry in them down at Dom's at B3Q. So it is what it is. And I say buyer's remorse because anything coming into the US that's made of steel apparently has a really high tariff on the transactional value of the trailer. So yeah, it's going to be spendy on the new stuff coming in. We're trying to work through a couple of things. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not giving up faith. I will have another trailer. I just don't know what the time frame is going to be. So enough of me rambling. Let me grab that camera. We'll do a quick walk around here and get this show on the road. Stay tuned. All right, so like I said, this has been a real asset for us. I don't even know how we managed to do life before grapple trailers. This one is an RFR 07 from AM Machinery. It's a 19-foot deck from the headache rack to the taillights. It should be an open floor skeleton kind of style, but because we do stuff with the bags and pallets and just moving, general stuff, we put the diamond plate floor on it, and because we did the diamond plate floor, I needed somewhere to put the grapple, so we had them build in this really heavy-duty below deck storage mount, so I can go down in here and grab onto that for transport going down the road. I keep this piece of conveyor belt around because we normally just toss this, down in, and that gives me something soft and squishy to hold on to versus metal on metal. And then when we put the pallets up on here, the trap door just comes over and closes, so it's a straight flat deck. All of the bunk poles are removable. I believe it's a 9/16 bolt is what releases them, and you can take all 4 out per side. I will take the ones out over there when we start loading firewood bags. The trailers do come with 4 heavy-duty trucker straps. This front one is ripped. I'm anxiously awaiting UPS to drop off the replacement strap. I'm hoping that it gets here before tomorrow. That way the trailer can leave whole and I won't have to ship anything to Colorado. So besides the diamond plate deck, we did do the upgraded load range J tires on these. That way it's a 18-ply tire and a 17.5 solid rim. These bad boys can really carry some extra weight, and it's really, really nice. You still get the rub rail, the heavy pockets to tie down stuff too, and there's a lip here too. It's all C-channel. So lots of access to get into things for strapping stuff down. All of the trailers that I sell are the Honda GX 390s, and I do them as an electric start. Something I do is put an extra little spout on there so that when you go to change the oil, because we want you to do that, that way it doesn't make a mess and just drip all over the inside of the trailer frame, but you can actually collect it And for the record, we are looking right at 14 hours on this one. Haven't used it a whole bunch, but what we have done with it has been a lot easier than anything else. So there's that model number, RFR 07 heavy duty. The telescopic cylinders are telescopic outriggers have the cylinders on the outside for serviceability. The early models, that was on the inside, which made it a complete pain in the hindquarters to do anything with. On the return line here where it goes into the tank, this is a metal screen on that, so just in case anything ever has to get done with the hydraulic tank, it does have a filter in it. Here's the controls. So green is open and red is pinch for close. I remember pinch for close because if you pinch something too hard, you will bleed. So that's the red one. Your outriggers are here and here. And just in case the electric ever goes down, you do have a manual valve here on this one for working that up and down just in case something ever happens with the wiring. And of course, we do a pressure gauge on this that if you are seeing 3,000 pounds on that gauge and it's not lifting out here, you are trying to pick up something that is too heavy for the trailer, or for the arm anyway. So this is the 48-inch pass-through grapple, 360 continuous rotator. On these hoses, you can see here, the silver, because this, if you pull back the hose wrapping, there's a joint right here. If anything on these trailers gets damaged, it's usually the hoses out here on this end. So from the very beginning, we've had them do like a swivel fitting here because the early ones, they were fixed and just the grapple going back and forth, you would loosen those. And then if you caught anything with these hoses that we are not pulling something all the way through the loader arm on this, you can just undo them right there at the yellow hose wrap and take everything out of it. The loader on these AM machinery trailers do go 360. So if you are lucky enough to have a flatbed, you can load the tow vehicle in a straight line because it will go, actually it's a little bit more than 360. You can come over the passenger side fender and grab the driver's side fender, so it's like a 365. The other thing that's really, really nice with all of these AM machinery loaders, there are grease fittings everywhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, where else? 10. You get 11 and 12 is on here, and that's 12 fittings just on the grapple and the rotator. Then every other major pin going up and down this, front and back on the cylinders, your main pin like here, the main shoulder pin, top and bottom on the cylinder, the rotation on the loader. There's grease fittings. There's just a ton of grease fittings on these. It just makes it so nice for maintenance and longevity of use. I think we did the mounted spare on this. That was an upgrade. The electric over hydraulic on the controls for the grapple was an upgrade. And I think that was about it. Because of the 19-foot deck that is on this one, we can go with any variety of loaders. The 170 is a little short in my opinion, but we could definitely do it. The 190 would be a nice matchup on this one with, you know, it's 3,000 pounds worth of lifting capacity at half reach. But I'm always doing things that I probably shouldn't, so we went with bigger, and that's the 210. And right about where that grapple was at the half reach point, it will pick up 3,600 pounds right there. The only thing that you have to remember, these trailers are cranes without a counterweight. So don't go for the big one right off the bat. Get some weight on the deck. And then I'll even use the pintle ring and pick up on the back of the truck a little bit just to add some counterweight out there. It seems to work pretty well. And I will still pull that outrigger off the ground. And worst case, I've seen it where, yes, even the tires over there come off the ground from time to time. But it is what it is. We've used it. It works great. And I want to thank Clint for his business. And now we'll get on to the fourth video this week, and we'll get those bags over there loaded up and get them taken home. to Dom down at B3Q Barbecue.